Hey everyone, Alyssa LeBrecq here, nutritionist and gut expert, and I'm excited to jump in here tonight and talk to you guys all about Candida. Now, before we even jump in and discuss the 5 foods that will help you to kill Candida, we first need to really talk about what the heck it is. And many people have symptoms and don't realize that Candida is very likely the culprit. So what is Candida? Well, first of all, Candida is a yeast, and we all have Candida in our body, whether we like it or not. And healthy amounts of Candida is actually a good thing. Most people think when they hear of Candida and have heard of it before or know a bit about it, they think it's just totally bad. It's not. We all need a certain amount of Candida. The problem becomes when it's overgrown. When it's in healthy amounts or healthy proportions in the body, it will actually help to digest your foods. So when it becomes overgrown, you are probably going to start to experience all kinds of symptoms, and it can be interconnected in all different bodily systems, not just your gut. So yes, you can get the typical gut symptoms like the gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, but it can also snowball into things like brain fog, fatigue, memory issues, irritability, headaches. You can get skin issues like acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, even just dry skin, dandruff, itchiness, like itchy eyes, nose, ears, bum. And then we start to play in hormone territory. So if you have hormone issues like PCOS, endometriosis, we have seen through studies that there are certain conditions in the body like PCOS, endometriosis, just general hormone conditions, but also inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's and colitis. We know for sure that things like Candida are present. Now, here's the thing. When Candida starts to become overgrown, again, that's when it becomes problematic, but it starts to also really wear out and can cause micro tears in the gut lining. We call this leaky gut. Now, you've probably heard of me talk about leaky gut before. It's basically where food particles and toxins start floating into the blood system, and this wreaks all sorts of havoc. It creates chronic inflammation in the body and also puts you at risk of having other more severe types of bacterial overgrowth come in and take over, like SIBO. So, everyone and their brother thinks that food is the problem when it comes to gut issues, and Candida is no exception, right? If you were to start Googling, which don't do that, but if you were to start Googling Candida right now, you're gonna find like, follow the Candida diet, take this food out, take that food out. And if you have followed me for not even very long, if you've been following me for just a short period of time, you have probably heard me say at least once that restrictive diets are not the answer, okay? Even in the case of Candida, food is not causing the problem. And so tonight, we're focusing on 5 essential foods that you want to add in, right? Let's talk about what foods you can eat, because girl, you're running out of foods to eat. That's what's happening, right? So let's talk about the 5 foods that actually help you to kill Candida and kick the restrictive diet to the curb, okay? So the very first food that I want to talk to you about is coconut oil. So coconut oil, first of all, is just fantastic. It does just about everything. And it's really easy to use, but the reason why we love coconut oil so much is because it's high in caprylic acid. And caprylic acid is antifungal. And well, Candida is a fungus that we want to get rid of. So, with Candida, what I suggest, and using coconut oil, what I suggest is integrating that in swapping out some of the oils that you would typically use for coconut. So instead of using olive oil to toss your vegetables in before you roast them in the oven, use coconut oil. Instead of cooking your eggs in butter, use coconut oil. If you want to butter your toast, use coconut oil. Now, that might sound really gross, and I'll be honest with you, when I was first trying to fix my gut, I'll never forget, I had a friend of mine, and she was like, you've got to try buttering your toast with coconut oil. And I'm like, that sounds disgusting. She's like, no, like I promise you, it is super, like, it's comforting just like butter. And I'm like, okay, like I'll try it. And you know what? It did not disappoint. So we never even buy butter. I rarely even use olive oil. Like coconut oil is our go-to oil. Now, if you're watching this, you're like, I hate the taste of coconut oil. I don't like that coconutty flavor. Then buy refined coconut oil. The refined coconut oil will have that coconut taste. It will have been taken out, and it has a higher smoke point, meaning it can be cooked at higher temperatures. So, number 1, get the coconut oil in. Okay. All right. Number 2, let's talk about garlic. Oh, this is my favorite one, because if you've been reading the low FODMAP diet, it's telling you shouldn't eat garlic and onions and artichokes and reduce your cauliflower and broccoli while you're at it, but go ahead and eat wheat. What? Take out these whole foods, these vegetables, these really nutrient-dense foods, and go eat something processed. Wheat, bread. What? No, guys. Eat the garlic. Okay, garlic's not the problem. You want to know why garlic might create a bit of a symptom for you? Because you've got bacteria going on. You go and eat garlic, it's going to kill them, and those bacteria don't like it. When you try to kill bacteria, they're going to go out with a sight, a sound, or a smell. So they are going to make their presence known. Don't fear the garlic. You want to know what's wonderful about garlic is that it contains something called allicin. And allicin is antifungal. And remember, Candida is a fungal overgrowth. So get the garlic in. Whether you want to roast it in the oven to help take the edge off of that really potent, strong garlic flavor, or if you want to be taking it like a champ and just eat that garlic clove, anything in between will do, right? Enjoy garlic, guys. Enjoy the flavor. Please, for the love of God, garlic is not your problem. Your gut is, okay? All right, next up, let's talk about lemon. Now, lemon is something that I encourage all of my clients to use, okay? So in the Love and Trust Your Guts program, we talk about lemon water first thing in the morning. And the reason why we recommend this is because it does have mild antifungal bacteria or antifungal properties, but also it supports your liver. And we need to make sure that your liver is detoxing properly, okay? Think of it this way. If your liver is partially responsible for detoxing the body, if it's not working properly and you're trying to kick out bacteria, that could be part of the reason why you're struggling so much. So I suggest every single morning you wake up, go pee, jump into the kitchen, grab a nice big glass of water and squeeze a half a lemon, fresh whole lemon. Okay, not the like pre-juiced, bottled, processed lemon juice on the store shelf. Just think about if you were to squeeze a whole lemon and take that juice and put it on your counter for months and months and months, what would happen to that lemon juice? It wouldn't be good. So don't buy the processed pre-squeezed lemon juice, okay? Get the nice whole fresh lemons. That's where all the active nutrients come from. And when you squeeze half that lemon in there first thing in the morning, what that's going to do is help to kickstart your metabolism, stimulate your enzyme production in your gut. Now those guys help to break down your food. Also stimulates motility, your bowels, helping to get your bowels moving. This is particularly helpful if you have constipation. Also, if you've got diarrhea, don't be scared of lemon, it's all good. But then it'll help to cleanse the liver and also get rid of some of that candida. So lemon, guys, great for adding in your water, but you can make some delicious dips, salad dressings, sauces for pastas. Like I like doing my own homemade Alfredo sauce with cauliflower instead of cream and putting a bit of fresh lemon in there. Lemon is such a great thing that you can integrate in. All right. Okay, let's talk about the next one. Ginger. So ginger is another delicious food. Technically, it's a root that you can be integrating into your day-to-day life, not just for Candida, but if you've got inflammation going on. So ginger is an incredible anti-inflammatory food, and you can do you can do ginger in a couple of different ways. And it just depends on how much you like ginger, because ginger's got a bit of heat to it. It's quite spicy. If you make a real potent ginger tea, it's quite spicy. Now, if you don't love the heat coming from it, we can integrate it into other things to help sneak it into your diet. But ginger will reduce the overall inflammation in your body, so that's going to help everything from your bowels to your gut lining to your liver. But most importantly are the antifungal properties. So this will help to break down the cells of the Candida so that you have a fighting chance, so that it doesn't continue to repopulate. All right. Now, one of my favorite ways to use ginger is actually when I'm making ground beef, believe it or not. And I like making, what's it called? I think it's called Korean beef. And so what you're going to do is, you're going to make ground beef. You're going to cook it down in a pan, and I like to put a bunch of garlic, remember, antifungal, and ginger. Dice up a bunch of ginger. Add that in there with a bit of soy sauce, and oh my goodness, it is so, so good and so simple. You don't need a recipe. Keep it really simple. Just put a bit of soy sauce, or if you have a soy allergy, you can do, what's it called? Coconut aminos. All right, or like a tamari, a gluten-free tamari. It all just different terms for different types of soy sauces, guys. But drizzle that on top, put your minced garlic and mince up some ginger in there as well. And oh, it is so delicious. You're welcome. Put that on some rice, have some steamed broccoli on the side, and you've got a delicious dinner. Okay, so ginger is going to be a great, great addition in there. All right. Last thing I want to chat with you about is apple cider vinegar. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. I love it. We don't just use it and encourage you to use it for stimulating your enzyme production, but what we've seen through studies is that apple cider vinegar can actually help to have some antifungal benefits, help you to break down, again, those Candida cell walls and help you to fight off that fungal overgrowth. Most people, though, who are aware of Candida know that most vinegars, I'll say, are grain-based, and these can sometimes feed fungal overgrowth. And so the special thing about apple cider vinegar is it's apple-based and very, very different than like your balsamic vinegars or white vinegars or like red wine vinegars. So extremely beneficial for you. Apple cider vinegar will also move mountains in helping to reduce inflammation in your body. And so I really encourage you to incorporate that in. And whether you want to add that into some like salad dressings, again, I like to make a cabbage salad and use apple cider vinegar and olive oil and just some seasoning, a couple of drops of stevia, and I let that sit in the fridge for a couple of days, and it starts to break down the cabbage and make it nice and soft and easy to digest. Or if you want to take it like a champ, you can take anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon of that apple cider vinegar, mix it in a quarter cup of water, and drink that back about 15 minutes before each of your meals. And that's, again, going to help to fight off that Candida, but stimulate your enzyme production and telling your body, giving it a bit of a swift kick to say, get producing those enzymes because food is coming down the hatch. I'm ready to start eating. And so apple cider vinegar is going to be a great, great thing to be adding into. Okay, guys, so those are the 5 things that you guys want to be adding in. And I'm curious, which one are you going to start adding in the next week? Here's the thing. All the knowledge is super helpful, but without action, it's useless. So please don't be the person who just watches the darn videos but doesn't implement the darn things, okay? So let me know in the comments, which of the 5 things are you going to implement this week? Are you going to add in coconut oil, garlic, lemon, ginger, or apple cider vinegar? Drop it like it's hot, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.